อมกันไปทุกสิ่งอย่างไม่มีบวกหรอกคลายช่วยว่างล้างช่วยไม่มีกระทบไม่มีบวกไม่มีไปบวกด้วยไม่มีไปกระทบด้วยไม่มีไปบวกด้วยใช่ก็ไม่ใช่เองเลย
No is not no itself. Then there will be no clashes, uninvolved even within the uninvolved itself. And disregard is not itself. This will purify the attempt to clash all that senses and of contact. This is karma. The significance and meanings and involvement is the form of karma. Is the way of karma, totally. The emptiness is to be purified, not a practice, not a way to practice. That's why it becomes realm of existence from such a practice. Involved within the involvement itself constantly. Amidst all, without having something in the middle of something, this is the purification of the emptiness. Amidst all things. This is not being amidst anything in the way of being attacked. No is not the no itself. This will purify all clashes, all the contact, all the significance and meanings that is always attempting to give itself out. It will be dissolved naturally. And bless simultaneously through the great compassion of sunyata. Sunyata in the way of great compassion, simultaneous purification right away. All the agitation itself is all the chaotic itself, all the noises. Disregard is not itself, so that it will purify all kinds of clashes. All kinds of confrontations with clashes will be purified. Non-attached to the non-attachment itself. Disregard from the disregard itself. Be direct. No is not no itself. All that concentration which is happening by the delusive attachment which maintaining such state, it will be dissolved. Dissolve all the ongoing maintaining which is realm of existence. If there is a lengthy time in maintaining, then the payback or karmic retribution will be within a long period of time as well, accordingly. Any emotions which been sunken and maintained, one will have to take on it for a certain length of time accordingly.
แค่ไปทรงสติทรงสมาธิคุณก็ไป
For example,
ติดสติติด
being sinking in concentration, mindfulness, contemplation, or being stuck to maintain in looking, seeing, and knowing.
ต่อมีหลายทอดนะมีทั้งหมดต่อรถหลายทอดไหมไม่เกี่ยวตัวไม่เกี่ยวเลยลูก
Uninvolved within the uninvolvement itself.
นั่นแหละมันจะได้ไม่ไปคอยไม่เกี่ยวถ้าไปคอย
Then there will be no attempt to uninvolve because that is still a way of practice.
มรรคเนี่ยมันสมุทัยนะสมุทัย
Because it is samutai, the path or
นะ
marka
ครับทั้งหลายมัน
is the samutai.
มันตัณหาซ้อนอยู่
There is still the desire that overlaying there.
ตัวไปคอยไม่ตัวไปคอย
The
ไม่
attempt
เกี่ยว
to disregard
คอย
or
ไม่
to
เกี่ยว
uninvolve.
คอยไม่มันจะเป็นวิถี
This is a path.
มันเป็นสมุทัยในการไปคอย
It
ไม่
is
เกี่ยว
a samutai in the attempt to uninvolve or to disregard.
ไม่ใช่ไม่เองเลยที่
It's not the non-attachment itself. Uninvolved within the uninvolvement itself. Don't just attempt to uninvolve. It's not the disregarding. Don't attempt to disregard. Don't become in the path. End it in the path.
อย่าไปคอยไม่ใช่ลูกไม่ใช่ไม่ใช่เองเลย
Attempt
ถ้าไปคอยไม่ใช่อยู่มึงก็ไม่ไปคอยละ
to know because that is the attempt to let go, to disregard, to not grasping. That is still a path, which is the samutai. The desire is still overlaying there.
มากเลยลูก
End the path right away, child.
จบวิถีเลยไม่ใช่วิถี
End the way is not the way. The way is not
เอ
it.
งก็ไม่ใช่วิถีมันดันนำมาเป็นวิถีพุทธอยู่นั่น
Even
หาตัวเองไปครอบ
Buddhism is not the way. That is one's own ego that dominates the graces.
ขนาดพุทธเองก็ยังไม่ใช่วิถี
Buddhism is not the way.
ถ้าเป็นวิถีมันก็เป็นตัณหา
Whenever it's the way, it becomes the desire that creates it. ไม่เกี่ยวตัวไม่เกี่ยวเอง Uninvolve within the uninvolvement itself right away, child.
ไม่ก็ไม่ใช่ไม่เองเลย
Non-attachment is not itself.
ไม่ใช่ตัวไม่ใช่เองเลย
No is not the no itself.
เอาใช่ไปไม่ใช่ไม่ไม่ใช่ตัวไม่ใช่เองเลยลูก
No is not no itself.
แล้วมันจะไม่ใช่อะไรในใช่ไม่ใช่เอง
Naturally, it will not be about anything within yes and no. It will turn into the natural purification of the emptiness.
เรียกว่าตัดตัวตัดเอง
This is called cut. The cutter itself is not about attempting to cut anything.
ใจมันจะตัดตัวตัดเอง
Is there going to be the cutting of the mind or cutting the cutter itself? Huh?
แต่ถ้ามัวแต่ตัดนี่ตัดนั่นตัดโน่นตัดจิตตัดใจก็ยังเหนื่อยอยู่เพราะตัวเป็นคนตัดนะ
The attempt to cut anything whatsoever, even the mind, it creates exhaustion in itself. Disregard even from the disregard itself.
ภาพอยู่ตรงนี้
disregard from the disregard itself, so that one will not be resting within the stillness. Don't fall in stillness, drowsiness, sluggishness, or indifference. No is not no itself. Use the power of penetrating through to help samsara. Nothing is within the disregard itself. Unwind from the unwinding itself. Help through the unwinding continuously, simultaneously with awakening and brightening, and beyond awakening and brightening as well. Don't fall in stillness, because that is a realm of existence. Realm of the mind, realm of Dharma attainment within the mind. Attempting to know, to reject to anything, there will be clashes. Attempting to disregard, also attempting to clash. It's not know itself. These will have no clashes to anything. Attempting to reject, to know, to anything, that is attempting to clash. No is not know itself. This will be unwinding, discards itself. This is not about unwinding from anything. It is from itself. Attempting to disregard, this is the attempt to clash. Or to be limited with just disregarding, it becomes sinking as well. This is not just about not disregarding. No, even no itself. Don't use the attempt to know, to reject. Purify the no itself as well. No is not the no itself, so that it will not be used to attempt to know to anything whatsoever. This kind of sickness happens a lot. Yes, no, yes, no is the titi. This is this ailment of titi, having opinions and meanings. Everyone has it. Even the idea about not this kind of mind, not that kind of mind. No is not even no itself. It will end everything. This emotion or that emotion, this mind or that mind is not it. This is the idea, this is the titi. purify the no itself. Otherwise, it will create tithi towards oneself and all things on and on. The obsession with no to this, no to that. This has no cutting through the knowing or being enlightened to the truth that no is not even no itself. Being deluded to no on and on. Being deluded to yes on and on. There's no enlightenment in this point regarding attempting to no or yes with anything on and on. No is not even no itself.
องลงเนี่ยไปลงที่อื่นเลยไปต้องมีที่นี่มีแต่สลายองค์มันจะองค์ลงองค์เข้าองค์ออกที่นี่มีแต่สลายองค์รอรวมกันเนี่ยมันช้าอย่างเดียวเท่านั้นแหละเรียบร้อยต้องไปถึงไหนแล้วนั้นต้องยิ่งกว่าตื่นตัวต้องยิ่งกว่าตื่นใจมันยิ่งพันนี่งุ่มงามนั่นแหละเวลาประชุมแล้วยังถึงเวลาแล้วยังโอ้โหเขาเลยเวลาไปแล้วมาที่เวลาอยู่นั่นแหละมองแล้วโอ้ย ลี่ยนเขามาแล้วอันภาพมาตั้งนานแล้วเนี่ยมัวแต่จัดเก้าอี้อยู่นั่นแหละมันยิ่งกว่าเตือนมันอยู่แค่เตือนยังงุ่มง่ามอยู่
Don't be clumsy. Beyond awakening. Don't be obsessively binding with awakening on and on. Go beyond awakening. That which is not the non-attachment itself. No is not even the no itself, child. Beyond awakening. It's beyond awakening because it has no meaning in itself. If it's still within itself, it's not beyond it. Nothing is in being slow or being quick, but don't be clumsy. No is not no itself, is beyond awakening and brightening, beyond disregarding, beyond unevolved itself, unevolved within the unevolved itself. Disregard from the disregard itself, no from no itself.